What's good, YouTube? Just checking in real quick. Got a quick little lunch break. Today been a crazy busy day, man. And basically what I do is you always get you only get a quick minute to actually take a breath and take a breather, and then it's right back to the grind. So lunch breaks are definitely well needed. You know what I mean? Um, leave a comment at the bottom on what you guys do, whoever's watching and following, you know what I'm saying, and how your daily grind is, because I know, like, it doesn't matter what you do as a job. As soon as you get to work, it's a grind, you know what I mean? Like, you got to put in the time and do your best. I mean, it's crazy when you're younger and you're a kid and you go to school and it's like, dang, man, I got to get up and go to school. Like, the weekend's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be at home playing video games and waking up late and stuff like that. And then you're like, I can't wait till I'm an adult because, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a lot easier that I go to work, I'm an adult, I can do whatever. And then you get into work when you get older and you're like, dang, I had it so good as a kid. Yeah, I had to be at school by 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? But you got off at like 2 in the afternoon, 3, come home, watch cartoons. I mean, I guess when I was a kid, I didn't have video games. I mean, I had Nintendo, but I really wasn't cracking like you do now. But and I didn't have computers, none of that. So I got home, and you know what I'm saying, like, I got to play outside, ride my bike, play basketball. You know what I'm saying, do stuff like that. And now it's like you go to work every day, Monday through Friday. You get up and be there at 7:30, 7 o'clock, whatever time you got to get there. Some people go to work at 5, 3 in the morning. You know what I mean, stuff like that. You like work all day for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours a day, and then you get off work and you get home, and you know what I mean, like, if you have kids, you gotta, cook dinner and do homework, clean things up. If you don't have kids, you get off work and there's still stuff that you have to do, you know what I mean? Like, you may have to go home and clean some stuff up for the house, or go grocery shopping, or, go, meet up with somebody or something, you know what I mean? So it's like, as an adult, when you're a kid, you don't think about stuff like that, you know what I mean? You just think about, oh, adult got it so easy, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do much, you don't have to go to school, and it's like, bro, being an adult is tough. I be thinking about it now, man. I'm like, dang, man, I had it good as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really have to do much. You know what I'm saying? As a child, But, you know, it is what it is. You get up, you go to work every day for a reason. You know what I mean? Christmas time's coming up, and you want to make it as nice as you possibly can for the loved ones, the people you love. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why you get up and go to work every day. And you don't think about stuff like that while you're here. Putting in your grind. That you go to work for a reason, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy doing stuff nice for, family members and people that I care about and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And like, I get down on myself or hard on myself when, you know what I mean, like, I can't do, a certain thing for family members, and take my lady out to dinner, or things like that, do stuff with my kids, you know what I mean? Like, I get on myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, dang, bro, like, if you would have just put in an extra hour at work, or if you would have just, you know sold an extra this and that, like, you'd have been able to do that, you know what I mean? And like, you don't think about things like that until after the fact, you know what I mean? So, like, now I try to get on myself, like, bruh, like, put in work, put in the time, do your thing, you know what I mean, while you're at work, make the best of your day, you know what I'm saying, so that you can do stuff like that. And I mean, in the end, it's not about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, it's not about, buying stuff and doing like that, things like that for your loved ones, because in the end, they just love being around you, just like I just love being around them. But you know what I mean? Like, even with that being said, you still want to be able to do stuff like that, so I don't know, I just been on that lately, you know what I mean? That type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that now that I got a daughter coming on the way, you know what I mean? Like, I got a little girl on the way, and it's I got 2 kids already, and then I got, my little baby on the way with my lady, and it's like, I want to make the best of everything, and I want to give, my daughter, my new addition, a good life. And I know that, in the end, just showing them unconditional love is like the best thing that you can do for your kids. And it's not about materialistic things and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. But I still want to make sure that, you know, she has a roof over her head and food on the table, just like I do my other my two kids now. And I want to make sure that, you know, my two kids, like, their Christmases, you know, is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, it's not about materialistic things. Like, the good thing with my kids is, like, they appreciate the stuff that they get and the stuff they have. And, you know, that was something that I instilled into them at a young age. You know what I mean? Like, appreciate the stuff you have, because, you know, these things don't always come around. And there's kids out there that don't get the opportunity to have Christmases like you guys do. And, you know, and you know, there's some kids that don't even got any food, you know, to eat sometimes, or don't even have a roof over their head. And, you know, it's you gotta appreciate that stuff, you know. So the good thing is my kids are amazing, amazing kids. Like, they appreciate everything that they get, and, you know, they don't, you know, throw a fit if they don't get something, or if, you know, they're not able to go and do something or things like that. Like, they understand, you know what I mean. And they're like, it's okay, you know, Dad, that, you know, we don't do that, as long as we can hang out together. And, you know, I appreciate that with my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that they understand that type of stuff. So, you know, in the end, like, I just, you know, I get on myself sometimes. So, you know, so just appreciate, like, the stuff that you have, you know what I mean? Like, and the things that you can provide at that moment, and the love that you can provide for people that you care about, you know what I mean? Whether it's kids or loved ones or friends that are really close to you or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, give them the love that, you know, you want in return, because you never know what can happen. You know, just like in the previous video, I said I lost someone that I really, really cared about, you know what I mean? Someone that was like a brother to me, and he, you know, it was a blink of an eye, a snap of a finger. And, you know, one moment he's supposed to be coming home, and the next minute he's gone, you know. So it really opened my eyes up, you know what I mean? It made me realize that it's true when they say, in the snap of a finger, blink of an eye, someone could be gone, or you can lose something or someone that you really care about. So, you know, I made sure that I raised my kids like my grandparents and my parents raised me, that it's not about materialistic things. It's about the people that you care about, that you love, that support you like you support them, you know what I mean? It's about those things and those people. You know, so I really, like, appreciate, like, my, you know, my aunts and uncles and my grandparents, especially my grandparents, for, you know, and my parents for raising me and my cousins like they did, you know what I mean? That, you know, it's about family, it's about love. Like, the holidays are about that. And not even just the holidays, like, any day is about that, you know what I mean? And I know, like, personally, I need to do a way better job at you know, taking time for my cousins and my nephews, nieces, and my aunts and uncles, and my grandparents and my parents, you know, my sister and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I need to do a better job at taking a moment for them, you know what I mean? And giving them a little bit of my time. And, you know, there's no excuse for not doing it, you know what I mean? But, you know, life happens, and things, you get caught up in things, you know what I mean? Your daily grind, you get caught up in that. And sometimes you know, you don't, you know, you mean well, and you mean to take that moment for them, and it doesn't happen. And then you think about it, like, dang, like, I wish that, you know, I would have did this or did that, or even just text to say hi, you know what I mean? So you know, that's my New Year's resolution for myself, to do that, you know what I mean? Like, just so that my family that raised me, and the loving people that were around me growing up, and even now, they understand that I appreciate them and I love them, and thank you for being, you know, who you guys are, and being there for me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's that. Got to get back to the grind here in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I hope everybody else is having a good day, and everybody's enjoying, you know, their time wherever you're at. You know, whether you're at work, or, you know, you're off, or you're with, you know, family, or whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy that moment, enjoy that time, and, you know, appreciate the stuff that you have, because it can be gone, you know what I mean, in the blink of an eye. And, You know, the things like that, situations and things you won't get back. You know, the most important thing they say in life is not money, it's time. You know what I mean? Like, if you can give somebody your time, they'll appreciate that more than the money you give them. You know what I mean? And for me, that's huge. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, if anytime that someone, when I'm in need of time, you know, they give me their time, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So and that's what I mean by, you know, my New Year's resolution. That's what, you know, I want to do is give the time to, you know, the loved ones and the people that I care about that are in my life. So, you know, that's something that I got to work on personally, which I'm definitely gonna make the effort. You know what I mean? You growing up, like, and didn't realize how much time my grandparents and my parents and my uncles and aunts put into us as kids, you know. And it's like, dang, like they did, like they put in their time, you know what I mean? Like they raised us to be good kids. And, you know, yeah, we had our struggles, and yeah, we've done dumb stuff in our life, which, you know, I'll be the first one to admit that I did some stupid stuff in my life, you know what I mean? But even though, you know, they didn't turn their back on me, you know what I mean? Yeah, they may have been disappointed in the decision I made, but that's to be expected, you know. But they didn't turn their back on me, and they, you know, they told me that it'll get, you know, better, and, you know, you learn from your lesson and you move on. So, you know, that's something that I need to do better at, is giving time back to my kids and, you know, my lady and my family, you know. And that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So I hope everybody's having a great day. I appreciate, you know, everyone for subscribing and giving me thumbs up, and, you know, doing all of that stuff, you know, for me and Amanda. And, you know, I appreciate that, because, you know, it's, even though it looks beautiful and easy and to watch other people's videos and watch what they do, and, you know, you assume that it's not hard to do that. Like, oh, if you pick up a camera and you start filming, you know what I mean? It's definitely not that easy. I've only been doing it for a couple days, and I'm like, dang, like you got to really put your time into it. You know what I'm saying? And do that. So, you know, that's what me and her plan on doing with the videos and our YouTube channel, and just give you guys out there that are following us now our daily life, you know what I mean, our daily grind. And you know, hopefully you guys enjoy it, because that's the main thing, is to, you know, and for you guys to see how we live our life, and the stuff that we do, and the hard work that we put into, and things like that, you know, and just the everyday. So, you know, I do appreciate all you guys' support and the things that you guys do to support me and take time to watch our videos and stuff like that. It's definitely 100% appreciative. So thank you guys. I gotta get back to work now and put in that grind again, man, till the end of the day. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good day. You know, be safe out there, and check in. I'll check in later on when we get off. Amanda will be off work, and she'll be, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to sit down and conversate. And, you know what I'm saying, we'll see you guys then. I appreciate y'all. Deuces.